Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you, who gains from this entire controversy, and why are universities falling all over each other to put up and screen this film? I mean, there are a lot of other docu-series that they should be looking at. Why just this one?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to all my fellow panelists. As to answer your question directly, who gains, I am not very clear, because on first impression, BJP is certainly not gaining by banning this documentary. A step which is profoundly silly, besides being draconian. It's in fact funny, if not tragic. I assume that people in power have intelligence. They are intelligent people, they're rational, logical people. One assumes that. So if they have taken this step, which is a draconian step according to me, banning a documentary, then obviously they must have thought that it might be useful to them at some juncture, because obviously bans do not work. But I have 3 points to make. And number one, by the way, it was very amusing in the clip that you showed that a Jamia Millia student was saying that we stand for freedom of speech and expression, that is why we're going to watch it. This is the same university where when a professor said that satanic verses should not be banned and should be read out in the university, his effigy was strung up on a lamppost in Jamia Millia, and enemy of Islam was scrolled over it. Students went on hunger strike to demand his resignation. In the end, that professor said, I apologize profusely for my remarks. So much for freedom of expression from Jamia. And I'm sure JNU is the same. They have barred so many people from coming there and giving speeches and so on and so forth. Dr. Swami is just being one example. So this hypocrisy that runs around the whole thing like a roulette, every political party, every university, every youth wing organization is guilty of this rampant hypocrisy. But I must say this, I must reiterate that I, not only as a free speech absolute, but also someone who likes to believe that he is logical and rational and such bans do not work, I'm absolutely perplexed as to why BJP would ban it. And yesterday, on the show, a BJP spokesperson said that when I asked him point blank, why are you in support for banning Rushdie? He said, no, we don't ban a fictional thing, only non-fictional. He's completely wrong. So many films, including Padmavat, including Jodha Akbar, lot of fictional novels, poets have been banned and arrested, not only for criticizing Hinduism, BJP, RSS, but also Narendra Modi. So there is hypocrisy all around. It is childish, this kind of thing, that it is going to affect religious sensibilities or create riots. These are exactly the kind of excuse that Congress has used, and the left, to ban hundreds of novels and films. I don't know why BJP is doing it, because every political party does it. BJP and the Congress and the left and what have you are sides of the same coin.